I read a quote the other day that said, "No amount of security is worth the suffering of a mediocre life chained to a routine that has killed your dreams." By the time I have uploaded this video, I am packing my remaining possessions into my suitcase as I'm about to step on a plane to leave my home country for good. I sold all my belongings and said goodbye to my friends and family to travel the world and to become a voice for the dreamers out there who are just as wild and stubborn as I am. A few months ago, I dropped out of college because studying made me very unhappy. All I wanted was to be free, to live my passion, to create art, to inspire people, and to make a change. And I had no idea how I was gonna do that. I had no clue about business whatsoever, but I trusted my journey. Because no matter how nerve-wracking it was, I always knew it was the right decision. When I dropped out of uni, I was broke. But nonetheless, I decided to become self-employed and to create art for a living. For the past 8 months, I've worked my ass off for this dream, and I was scared as hell. And I doubted myself way too many times. But I kept going, and my efforts have been rewarded. For too long, I was chained to the expectations of a fear-promoting society that controlled me through all the stories I have been told since birth. Not only by my parents, but also by school teachers, by the media, and especially by a system that takes advantage of our insecurities. I had spent all my life making my decisions based on fear. The fear of gaps in my CV, the fear of unemployment, the fear of being homeless and dying. That's what they tell you when you don't follow the standardized path, right? Only when I started to learn about spirituality, my eyes were open to a truth that goes beyond 9-to-5 routines, and so I was able to see this world for what it is. Our reality is made of the stories we believe. And here's the thing, most of the thoughts we think are not even ours. If the story invented by a money-oriented marketing team fell away, would you really appreciate the specific designer brand? So, what if we question the conventional way of living? How would you choose to live if the story you've based all your decisions on suddenly disappeared? What would you do if money were no object? Would you work in the same job? Would you live your life the same way? What keeps you doing what you do? The fear of not having enough money? Do you make the most important decisions of your life based on the fear of being broke? What would you choose to do if you turned off this fear for a second and chose from a place of love instead? These are some of the questions I asked myself. And I soon realized that I wasn't true to myself when I was still studying at university. I was afraid of what everyone else was thinking of me, and therefore I obeyed to other people's expectations and denied my own truth until I couldn't continue living a lie anymore. I was so scared to be known as a college dropout or a naive hippie who can't seem to take responsibility. Along my journey, I discovered that naive to me means to believe in spooky stories that were invented to keep me caged in a hamster wheel. Only when I started taking full responsibility for everything, I understood that I am in full control of my reality. Yet, when I base my decisions on fear, I give away all my power to a system that has successfully managed to enslave our free will. I have chosen not to believe in a story that doesn't serve my highest goods. I have chosen not to obey to a life that kills the dreams of our people. And therefore, I'm rewriting my story by choosing love over fear. And as I do so, I want to help you see that we are all powerful beyond measure, that we're all free to choose whatever we want, and that we do not need to believe in a carefully put together story that has been invented to brainwash us into thinking that we're insignificant. We're all equally important, worthy, and enough. None of us is alone. The power of human connection is gonna heal this world from the suffering that has been inflicted upon us due to a story of social separation we have swallowed. You and I are not different. We are the same. I know I'm not the only one. There's hundreds of us, thousands, even millions. As soon as we all come together and realize this, we are making a change together. We're stronger than any man-made concept, as every single mainstream idea is purely held together by the beliefs of the people. Social media is the biggest gift we have, for it is the tool to start a silent revolution. A revolution that cannot be stopped or fought because it happens in the heads of the people. I'm here to show you that everything is possible. You do not have to live a life that makes you unhappy. Find out what you truly want from the bottom of your heart, and then have the courage to build your life around the answer. I am my happiest when I'm out there, traveling the world, meeting new people, learning about other cultures, going on adventures, creating, painting, writing, making films, inspiring and helping others. And therefore, I'm doing exactly that. I'm not telling you to do what I do. Everyone has different passions, and we all came here with our individual gifts. I would like to empower you to reconnect to yourself and to live your own truth. We are all the creators of our own reality. Choose love.